And welcome back everyone to Night Some Developments, and this is actually part 16 of my 2025 FPS tutorial series. And in this video we're going to work on suppressor attachments, which make your gun sound really quiet and they look really cool. This video is going to be for both rifles and pistols, and it's super easy because I provide you with all of the code, all of the files. Basically, when your player spawns in, they're going to go ahead and face a simple menu where you can go ahead and click customize, select for example a pistol, click attachments, and then now you have a muzzle menu. You can go ahead and click it, and then you can either go default with no suppressor or click the suppressor of your choosing, click confirm, and then click select. Now if you go ahead and pull out your pistol, as you can see, it has a simple suppressor at the end of it, and you can go ahead and shoot people quietly, which is super cool. It's a nice touch to our game, and it's just beautiful. So this tutorial was heavily inspired by Xerdev, so go ahead and subscribe to his YouTube channel as well as thank you so much to my channel supporters who either purchase Discord Premium to get complete game files or people who super thank down below. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. And first of all, just go ahead and choose the suppressor that you like the most. I kind of like this one right here, so I'm gonna go ahead, open up the comprehensive gun kit, go to attachments, suppressors, and then I'm just gonna find the suppressor that I like. So I kind of like this one. I'm gonna go ahead, duplicate it, take the duplicated one and throw it into the workspace. And this will just allow me to actually move it separate from the whole thing. So I'll just move it out of the way here. And then you should choose a view model that you want to work on first, even though I would recommend doing this for every gun that you have. So for me, I'm going to go to replicated storage, open up my view models, and then I'm going to do Troy Defense since that's like my default rifle. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate it, take the duplicated version, throw it into the workspace as well. And then you should see it appear somewhere on your map. Then move your suppressor closer, and then this is very important, so pay attention. Before we actually connect them, I want you to first of all go ahead, open it up, the suppressor, click the part, and then make sure that cast shadow is off, can collide is off, and anchored is off. Make sure all of those are off or your gun will like glitch and then make you fly and stuff. Make sure you do that. Now, when you did that, go ahead and try to align it to the best of your ability with the actual barrel, and actually take your time with this since this is one of those parts that your player always sees, so you can't just kind of mess it up. So go ahead. I think that's pretty good. Yep, I think that's pretty good. Okay, also don't forget to actually scale it down because it might be too big for your rifle. Like right now, I think it's too large, so I'll go ahead and just kind of... I think that's pretty good. Also, very important, if you just kind of hover your mouse over the front of your gun, you see there's the muzzle component, that little square, and I would recommend moving the suppressor so that it doesn't come into contact with this, even though it shouldn't technically collide since it's set to target filter, but just to kind of avoid those little issues, go ahead and just kind of leave a little bit of space in between them. Now this is once again super important, so pay attention. Go ahead and copy the name of your suppressor and then paste it into the part. So make the part's name the suppressor's name, and then go ahead, take the suppressor, throw it into the, make sure, okay, it's this one. So throw the suppressor into the rifle. So now they're one solid object, and then right click and click ungroup on the suppressor as well. So now it's just a simple part. Then what you're going to do is go ahead and throw this into attachments, right exactly where you have all of your like sights and stuff. So now you're going to go ahead and quickly weld it. So go ahead and go to plugins, rig edit light, select the, okay, wait, make sure to have the actual rifle selected, and then click rig edit light. Now you see all of your welds. So what I want you to do is just weld the suppressor to whatever is closest to it. So in my case, is going to be the muzzle, I think. So, or the flash hider maybe. Muzzle brake, that's what's the closest. So I'm gonna go ahead, select the muzzle brake, hold control on my keyboard, and then select the suppressor. And then I'm gonna click create a weld. Make sure it's a weld and not a joint so that it doesn't like fly off in weird ways. Now you're actually done with the view model, so you can go ahead and close out of it. And then take the actual rifle, throw it into the view models. Very important, make sure you actually delete the old one, the one you didn't add the suppressor to, so delete that. And make sure you actually have the one with the suppressor in your view models folder. Now we're actually going to get to the script part. And first of all, you're going to go ahead and click the link below this video, or if you're already in my Discord server, you're going to go to FPS 2025 video 16 suppressors. You should see 3 scripts and 1 file folder in here. So what I want you to do is start off by just downloading this file here, and then going back to your game, open up your files, and then you will have just the customized menu GUI. You shouldn't have these other ones. That's just me uploading the script. So find this file that you have here, the one that says GUI, go ahead, drag it into your game, close your files, and then you should see this pop up. It should say customize menu. Basically what you're going to do with this, if you go ahead and set UI to visible, you can go ahead, take this customize menu. First, you're going to drag it into starter GUI. Then you're going to drag it into menu. And then you're just going to delete the old customized menu. Basically what changed is if you go ahead and set this to visible quickly, don't forget to turn this off when you're done. I've just added a muzzle thing, and that also displays the name of what's currently equipped, which is like the default. And this is also a button that will enable a list, pretty much the same as the sites, which will allow you to choose a suppressor. By the way, once again, if you do change anything here, don't forget to use auto scale light to scale it to every screen. Now that you've done importing that, don't forget to set it back to invisible. And then you can go ahead and close GUI. You can go ahead and set UI back to invisible up top. Now we're going to do the code. So we're going to start off from the top. Let's go for framework client. Go ahead and open this up. Go ahead from top to bottom. Make sure to get everything and not accidentally copy this here. So go ahead, copy that, go back to the game, go to framework client. And this is pretty much the same exact process as literally every single video for the last like 7 parts. You're going to just paste in the new one, but make sure that you do match the names of your guns down here. If you did change any, make sure that your animations, the one that you've actually done, are uncommented and actually work. That's why I would actually recommend, before you paste mine in, duplicate yours in like a separate window just in case, so you can go back and just kind of cross-reference. And then online, I'm not sure which line, hold on. I think it's line like 570 maybe. Right here, line 800 actually. Make sure your walk speed and sprint speed match, but if you watched my series, I mentioned this like a million times, so yeah. When you finish matching everything to your game, you can go ahead and finish with the framework client, go back to the Discord server, and then move on to attachments. Now pay attention, because attachments is a new folder that we don't yet have. What I want you to do is go to, quickly close this real quick, go to starter player, starter character scripts, make sure it's starter character, not starter player. Click the little plus icon and then search for a module script. So this one here. And then you're going to go ahead and just clean it up a little bit. Go back to the Discord server, open up attachments, copy everything you see here, right? Copy that, go back, paste it in, and then just copy the word attachments here, and then set the name of this script to attachments. Make sure it's spelled correctly. If you copy and paste, you won't have any errors. Now, this is very important. Very important. Pay attention. Right here in attachments, you're going to set the actual name of your silencer. So whatever silencer you used. So if you go back to your rifle that you did or whatever, find the name of that suppressor, copy it, and paste it in here. Make sure those match. If you don't, it won't work. Okay, now we're down to, I think, our last script actually. Yeah, module add-ons. And this is where you should definitely pay attention because this is a little bit more complicated than the other ones. These are add-ons, so that means we're just going to paste them into the script because it wouldn't make sense to give you the whole thing and then none of your IDs would match. So what I want you to do is, first of all, go to your actual rifle, the one that you have. Yours will look somewhat like this. This is what yours should look like. Don't worry about that other one. This is yours. As you can see, you have your sights and stuff and then your iron sights. Now, if you go back to the Discord server, you see two things. You see rifles and you see pistols. Since this is a rifle, I'm going to do the rifle, right? So go ahead, copy the very first line, right? And then pay attention where I paste it. You will paste it right underneath the current sight, iron sight. Go ahead and just paste it right there, or like on top of your attachments, right here. Back to the Discord server, copy this right here. This chunk, barrel devices will go right underneath your sights. So do a couple of spaces here and paste it in. Basically, this is the same process as the sights. These are just your default and new scripts. Also, you don't have to worry about flash hider. You don't actually have a component named flash hider. This is just a default thing, so it says it in the GUI. But what is important is your silencer name. Make sure, once again, your weapons your view models. Your view model silencer name matches this name right here. Okay, now to the last line for the rifles sorry about that, is attachment sounds. So go ahead, copy the attachment sounds. This is just the sound ID that will play when you actually use the suppressor. So that will go underneath all of the sounds. So do a couple of spaces and paste it in. And then you need your own ID for this. So what I want you to do is go back to your game, go to Toolbox, and then search up, literally type in silencer, and then make sure your settings set to audio, and then just kind of scroll through them and find something you like. Once you do, go ahead and just click insert, take the sound, drag it into the workspace. As you can see, I already have it, so don't worry about it. Now, in this sound right here, you're going to scroll to where it says sound ID. You're going to copy the sound ID. You're going to go back to your actual gun right here, and then you will paste it right there. Go ahead and paste. Now, this will work for your rifle. Your rifle is actually complete, so you could technically test it out. So let's go ahead and hit play here. If you go ahead and click customize, select your rifle, click attachments, you should see there's a second button. If you click it, as you can see here, you have your default. So basically just no silencer. And then if you actually click the name of whatever silencer you added, you click it. As you can see, the name changes up here. Click confirm, select. As you can see it's on the front of my gun right there. And now if I go ahead and shoot, now it's silenced. But if I go ahead and reset, for example, and then quickly go back to the default, as you can see, the flash hider is no longer there, the silencer, and then if you shoot, it will play the actual shoot sound. Now, very important, don't close out of the video yet. You have to do the pistol too, because now if you switch, it will give you errors. So if you go here, you go to pistols. This is a little bit different. I also change the nil thing. What I want you to do is, I'll quickly speed through this so it doesn't take much time. Go ahead and just copy both of these. And then in the pistol, go ahead and select this, paste it in. As you can see now, it says none. And what that means is in the client code now, because of all of those errors that you guys had, because of like not having a scope or something, I changed it to where if it's instead of iron sights, it's just set to none. So it will just be set to transparent. Basically, let's keep going. So don't worry about the sights one, even though you could just copy this whole thing if all of your are commented out, but I will just do the barrel devices since I already have grayed out sights. Go ahead, couple of enters here, paste that in. And then as you can see here, I have them commented out just because I wouldn't expect you to have any sights or any suppressors yet. You could paste yours and then you would change none to flash hider or something, but I don't, so I have them grayed out. And now for the last stop, don't forget this one here too, the attachment sounds. Even though you don't have a silent sound for the pistol, you'd still have to go ahead and paste it in right here. So I'll go ahead, paste it in. Now, if you do go ahead and play, and then you swap guns, as you can see that it works and there isn't any errors and you can still go around and play. So yeah, basically that's the whole tutorial, you're done. And then by the way, let's just quickly add a suppressor to our pistol. So let's just go ahead and speed run this one. So once again, I'll go ahead and just choose something that I like out of the silencers. So let's quickly close stuff we don't need. So go ahead, go select the comprehensive gun kit, go down here, suppressors, scroll down through the ones that you kind of like. I kind of like this one, so go ahead, take it, drag it. Oh wait, before you do that, duplicate it first. Go ahead, drag it into workspace. Go ahead and use the model move to kind of get it out of the way here, right there. Now we're gonna follow the same process as before. Replicate a storage, view models, go ahead and find your Glock or whatever pistol you want to add the silencer to. Duplicate it, throw it into workspace. Go ahead right here, take the silencer. Very important, don't forget. Go to the part, turn off cast shadow, turn off can collide, turn off anchored. Now go ahead, throw it on the front there. Align it to the best of your ability. Kind of there. Kind of there. I think that's pretty good. You could set the, as you can see on this pistol, we have a muzzle brake. You could set that as one of the silencers, so then it actually disappears. But just for this, I'm going to just kind of mold them together. Now go ahead, copy the name of your silencer, paste it into the part. Go ahead and throw this into the pistol right here. So now they're one model. Go ahead and ungroup it. Take the part, throw it into the attachments folder. Now, very important, don't forget to weld it, as well as I also want to fix that little muzzle thing being inside of the silencer. I don't really like that. So go ahead, select your view model. Go ahead, go to rig edit light. First, let's fix the muzzle. So muzzle is most likely welded to muzzle brake. So under muzzle brake, you can find muzzle. Go ahead, delete this weld. Take the actual muzzle component. Oh, you have to edit. You actually have to exit rig edit light for it. So once you break the weld, move it slightly up front. Go back to the actual rig edit light. Take the muzzle brake, hold control, muzzle, create a weld. And now let's just weld the silencer to muzzle brake as well. So muzzle brake, hold control, go to the silencer, create weld. So that's pretty much how you add another suppressor to the pistol. So now let's actually make this work. So to do that, right, you would go to, first of all, we have to put this into the view models folder. So up here, you would take it, move it down to view models, and then don't forget to delete the old one. Once you delete it, don't forget to copy the name of the actual silencer here. Copy that. Go to the Glock script, and you do have to do this for all of your guns. So now what I would do is I would go to barrel devices. I would change none to, what do I have here? There's flash hider. So type in flash hider, and then uncomment this one, and then uncomment this one, and paste the actual name here. And then let's also uncomment the sound so we actually hear something when we shoot. And let's see if it works. I'm not sure if I do have to add another one of these, but let's go ahead and quickly play just to test. Customize, take the pistol attachments, muzzle. Oh, so it does show up. You can go ahead and select, confirm, select, pull out the pistol. No errors so far, so let's hope it still works. So as you can see, there's a silencer. So the sound didn't change, but that's because in the attachments, you would go ahead and take this. You would duplicate it. Click enter twice, click paste, and then, oh no, instead of doing this, you would just, oh wait, no, we can just go if again. So let's just copy this over here, and then you would just change this name back to the whatever the silencer was called. Take this, and then if we just change the name, will that work? I think it should. Let's play it. Once again, customize, pistol, attachments, muzzle, this, confirm, select, go let out the pistol. Oh, there you go. It is silenced. So yeah, that's how you add silencers to your game suppressors. If you like this tutorial, please like and subscribe. Comment down below your next video ideas and let me know if you have any questions or problems, and I will see you in the next one.